Welcome to a journey into yoga. I'm Susan Rubenstein. Today's yoga will be about summer flow. After a long winter of having our practice indoors, sometimes it's nice just to take it outside and enjoy the beauty of nature and our surroundings. After all, yoga is based from nature in its poses and how we feel, the energy that we feed our bodies, our heart source. So in today's practice, I invite you to join me wearing comfortable clothing. If you're outside, try to find a shaded area. Bring along some water, making sure that, your shoes are off so that you feel most comfortable. You'll be on your yoga mat, so you want to make sure that you're in an area that feels safe and flat, because if we do any balancing, you don't want to be on uneven ground. And if you're new to starting this program, welcome. But it's always a good idea before you start any new exercise program to just run it by your doctor and rule out any potential health risks or problems that could occur with maybe a previous injury. So with that being said, we're going to come into mountain pose. Bringing our feet now positioned underneath our hips. I want you to spread your toes, close your eyes, connect to the earth, the soil underneath you. Breathing in that fresh air, the light of the day streaming into our cells. A moment to just pause and be present. So with that, finding your breath, breathing in through your nose, a slow exhalation wandering through and out of the mouth, relaxing in the tongue, relaxing in the jaw, letting the stresses of life just melt away. Enjoy being in the moment as we release what no longer serves us. Our breath will stay with us through our practice. So as we take our next breath in, I invite you to open your eyes and sweep the arms out to your side, gazing up towards the light. As you exhale, bring your hands into heart center. Again, inhale, opening up, lifting your floating ribs. And then exhaling. So really take this opportunity to open up. Do that a few times. Be excited about taking that breath into your body. Be excited about moving your body. Now, this time let's do that in reverse. We're going to come up. As we exhale, let's bring our hands down by our side and just stand in mountain pose. And again, scooping up, we inhale, exhaling. Once again, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling as we circle the arms out to our side. Exhaling, this time we flow forward, emptying our lungs of our breath. We work our hands to the earth. The crown of the head releases down. The breath flows in. It flows out, and we feel the breath in our back body. As we soften the knees, we invite the spine to lift. So we carefully carry the heart space up, reaching towards the sky. We inhale. Exhaling. So bringing some energy from the earth up. We inhale, bend the knees, and then rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep your hands to your feet, to the earth, to your legs. Now inhale, come halfway up, carrying the spine and the heart forward. Exhale, folds. Inhale, scoop forward to rise all the way up, lifting into the day. Exhaling, rooting down. Once again, inhaling, bending the knees to rise. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, coming halfway up. Exhaling to release. Inhaling, we open our hearts. Exhaling. Inhaling, hands rise up. Exhaling, now as we take our forward fold, fingers touch the earth. I invite you to step your right leg back. So you're now on the tips of your toes. As we are also on our fingertips, let's open to the left, carrying the left arm up, reaching the fingers to the sky. As we breathe into the spine. Lowering the fingers to the earth, we take a deep breath in. Stepping up as we exhale, coming into a forward fold as we pause, head and neck release. Now inviting left leg to step back. As the toes tuck, we stay on the fingers, turning and opening to the right. We want to soak up the breath like a sponge. Slowly we lower the fingers down to the earth, stepping back up onto our mats, finding our forward fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Exhaling. Inhaling, we lift. Exhale, forward folds. Taking a deep breath in, this time we'll step our right leg back. Tucking the toes under, we're going to come up to a high lunge. So we carry the arms up. As we bend into that left knee, we always want to make sure that that knee is safely aligned with second and third toe. Let's allow our fingers to touch our shoulders and then just gently circle through the shoulders, breaking up congestion. Feeling that wonderful tempo of summer, that ease. A feeling of just enjoying the moment, feeling less frazzled or pushed by the details of our lives. And then inhaling the arms all the way up to the sky, we reach. Exhaling, we're going to bring our hands together. This time we cross over the thigh. So as we twist, hands come together. Bottom hand presses into top hand. And we feel the breath. This is also wonderful for a healthy digestion. As we start to slowly come up, we inhale. Now coming forward into potted palm as we begin to straighten the front leg. And then very gently just bend the knee a little bit and straighten the leg. So you're just rocking back and forth. And on our next inhale, as the knee bends, step the back foot up, coming into a forward fold, releasing the heart space down. Head and neck relaxed. Now we'll invite the left foot to step back, toes tuck, coming up into crescent pose, our high lunge, looking to find that center, a little bit of balance. Lifting our ribs, now gently circling the arms around in full shape. Just taking in that fresh air. And as we inhale, hand bones meet, we lift heart. Exhale as the hands float in front of heart, we begin to twist once again. Feeling both strength and the beauty of grace together through these poses. As we inhale, we rise up. Fingertips rise to the sky in potted palm, and then rooting them down to the earth. Gently we begin to rock back and forth. And slowly, as we bend the front knee, we step the back foot forward. Coming into our forward fold, we'll reach for the opposite elbow, releasing the crown of the head to the earth.
Breathing into our back body. Sweeping the arms out to the side, we inhale, coming up, feeling the strength of our legs, carry the spine up. Exhaling, hands in. Keeping our feet just about hip bone width apart. We're going to inhale, coming into awkward chair, we drop the hips back, bending in the knees. We'll exhale, start to open the heart. So if shoulders are tight, just draw the shoulder blades together. If it feels good to reach up, lengthen the arms above the shoulders, using the side waist. Feel the toes spread, using the four corners of the feet in mountain pose. Breathing in, slowly breathing out. As hands open, we take that forward fold. This time, hands reach behind the back. Now gently we slide down our thighs with soft knees, tilting the crown of the head to the earth, reaching the arms up towards the sky. Taking in the breath. And as the knees begin to soften, we scoop forward, coming all the way up, inhaling, reaching to the sky, exhaling. Inhale, we'll reach up. Exhale, taking our forward folds. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, now begin to step both feet back, and as you do, we're going to step back into plank. So we're at the top of a push-up. Remember, variation is just putting your knees down. So again, incorporating strength and the beauty of grace. Now once we set the knees down, untuck the toes, coming back into extended child's pose. We draw the hips back, the heart down. We breathe. Through our next breath, the heart rises. We start to travel forward so that our chest floats up in between the space of our hands. As we tuck the toes, we float the knees up and come into downward facing dog. So the beauty of downward facing dog is it restores and renews the whole body. It's nice to see the world upside down. With a soft bend in the knees, we'll step or float up in between our hands. Melting over the legs. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, we release. Inhale, open the heart, rising up, lifting the ribs. Exhaling. So moving through our flow. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, step back into plank. Now, option, knees, feet, chest, and chin. Carrying yourself down into either low cobra or the full expression. Lifting heart, lifting ribs. As we tuck the toes and wander the hips over the knees, we come into downward facing dog. From here, let's extend right leg to the sky, reaching it up high. Once it comes down to the earth, the left side comes up. Lowering down, softening our knees, stepping or floating up in between our hands, melting down, coming halfway up, releasing down, and then sweeping all the way up. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back into plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, open heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to step right foot forward, spin left heel, we'll come into warrior one. So with warrior one, shoulders and hips are square, lengthening through our sides, reaching through our fingers. And then with our breath, we open into warrior two, providing a little bit more space through the pelvis, so we wander the legs out a little bit more. And then a little bit of flow, just enjoying movement, going from side to side.
Feeling that wonderful space within the body. Coming back into Warrior Two, soft gaze through our hand. Coming into Reverse Warrior, gazing down the back leg. With our next breath, as we start to straighten the front leg, we'll get ready for triangle. So either supported triangle with hand to your thigh, or wandering the hand down to the inside of the leg. Relaxing the head and the neck, in whatever position feels most inviting. Your practice should feel nourishing. As we come up, we take a deep breath in. We're going to take a wide turn, so into a wide straddle. As we exhale, we reach down towards the ankles. As we flow down, elbows turn towards our side space. Head and neck relaxed. We breathe. We breathe in and we breathe out. With a softness in the legs, we scoop our hands forward to come up. Now as we exhale, we're going to turn to face the other side for Warrior One. So as we pivot around, I want you to carry the hips, heart, the shoulders. Feeling that wonderful space of Warrior One. Taking a deep breath in and then exhaling, opening into Warrior Two. So again, letting that pelvic bowl feel open. And floating from side to side. Just moving the body. So nice just to pay attention to yourselves for even a few moments each and every day. This is how we take better care of ourselves. And now coming back into Warrior Two, take a full breath and exhale, reverse, come down the back leg. Feel the outer edge of your back foot connect to the earth as well as the inside. And then on your next breath, as we straighten the front leg, we try to gently move into triangle without putting any stress in our spine. Breathing in and breathing out. Taking a deep breath in, that heart space lifts us up. Into that wide straddle we'll flow again. Hands will float down underneath shoulders so the hips are strong. Let's keep the left hand to the earth and carry the right arm up to the sky. Spreading our fingers. And then wandering the right hand to the earth as we inhale. And left arm wanders up. Spreading our fingers. Taking our hands down. Walk the hands to the waist and then gently carry the spine forward and then floating up. Heel toe your feet in together. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands come in. The beauty of tree pose, especially if you're outside, you can really make that connection, seeing the roots, how deep they are into the soil, the support of the trunk. So as we begin, we'll feel one foot yield into the ground, letting our eyes be present. We'll bend the knee. As the knee comes up, we'll turn the knee out to the side, placing the foot either above or below the knee. And then slowly as the branches begin to grow, we take flight. Just let the breath move through the body. As our hands start to come into our heart space, take a deep breath in, extend the leg out in front of you. And then with a flexed foot, begin to draw that leg back, coming into Warrior Prelude or opening out into Warrior Three. So again, just pausing in these moments of stillness. And as we come back into mountain pose, we just breathe. No expectations, no judgment. We just breathe where we are as we are. And now slowly as we awaken a new side, we open through the hip, turning the knee. As our branches begin to grow, we breathe. As our hands come into our heart space, we inhale. Exhaling, extending the leg forward and flexing through the foot. And then slowly letting the foot glide back. Opening the arms. Taking our next breath with us as we come into mountain pose, we inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Just let your hands melt down by your feet.
Inhale, we'll come halfway up.
Exhale, forward folds. Stepping back into plank once again.
Lowering down.
Opening through heart, we rise. Finding our way into downward facing dog.
Feeling the head and neck relax. Coming back into plank again. So we enjoy a little bit of strength here. As we do, we lift right leg hip height. You can always put the left knee down. Lowering down the right foot, left leg rises, we reach back. Lowering the foot to the earth, set the knees, come into extended child's pose, reaching the hips behind us as we melt the chest to the thighs. Slowly we'll wander up onto our knees. And as we come up onto our knees, let's take our right leg out, but more on a diagonal. So the toes in the knee reach out, the front of the hips open. As the knee is bent, the hand presses against the thigh. Now take your other hand and just press it right along your sacrum, through your lower back, easing the hips forward. And then as you scoop your hand up, begin to gently arch back. A welcoming back bend. This is a wonderful variation on camel pose. And then using the support of our thigh for our forearm to rest, just open out towards the light, spreading your fingers. Breathing in and breathing out. Slowly coming in, we'll wander in with one knee and wander out with the other. Sliding our hand to our thigh, opening up that lower back, and then inviting heart space to lift. Hand bone reaches. Just let the light, the warmth, soak in to your skin. And as our hand softly comes down and we rest on the thigh, we open. Coming into center. Sliding the knees underneath our
hips. Let's tuck the toes and just gently sink back to stretch the bottoms of our feet for a moment. This pose teaches us patience, learning to breathe through moments of discomfort. And gently we'll come out, sliding our hips to the earth. So if you feel like these last few moments you'd like to come down onto your back and rest for Shavasana, you can. But before we do, let's just take a moment to come up. And then as we twist over to one side. Breathing. As our next breath carries the spine up, we inhale. Exhaling over to the other side. Inhaling, we reach out to rise up, fingertips climbing to the sky, gently pouring forward, just feeling the earth underneath your hands. As we inhale, the arms rise up to the sky. We bring our hands together. Exhale, hands meet. Inhaling, elbows float to the right. We look off to the left. Exhaling to center. Inhaling, we look off to the other side. Exhaling, center. And one more time, we inhale, reaching up. Extending fingers all the way up to the sky. Exhaling as we pour our hands in front of our heart. We take a moment to thank ourselves for this wonderful opportunity to practice this beautiful art of yoga, coming from a place of self-love, coming from a place of gratitude and kindness. I thank you for joining me. Until our next journey, namaste.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.